8-11 on time of possession. Memphis trying to get some offense moving here. They had a short field, and that accounted for the ability to get into the end zone, and that pass squeezed in at the 25-yard line for a pickup of 5 from E.J. Perry. And on the defensive side for Michigan, Colin Bauer kind of calling plays, Joel, with one hand tied behind his back. Second straight weeks without Breland Speaks.
Yeah, and Breland Speaks was the UFL Defensive Player of the Year last year, and he led the UFL with 13 tackles for loss, 9.5 sacks, so he needs to find quarterback pressure. I think he needs to get it from Kenny Willikis.
On 3rd and 4, Perry a little bit behind his intended target. As he was trying to hit on a cross. We've got a flag down as well.
I had a forcible contact by defense number 91 to the quarterback, head or neck area.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense, number 91. 15-yard penalty, first down.
That's not the pressure you were looking for, Joel.
No, here's wrong. You can't have forcible contact up there, or you're going to get a roughing the passer, and that's a huge penalty against Michigan there. It's going to extend the drive and keep Memphis on the field.
That's high. 319.
Down at 10, the handoff to the motion man. That's Eli Stove, and Stove out to the 42-yard line. Pickup of 2 as we listen into the play call.
Buzz left.
I think they're running buzz left.
I got that sense, but we'll see. Yep, buzz left it is. And E.J. Perry with the carry out to the 45. Let's listen in again.
Crowd right, FPO 64 Seattle. Satellite, I mean. Satellite. Crowd right, FPO 64 satellite.
Crowd right, FPO 64 satellite on one ready.
Remember, Noel Mazzoni is trying to learn this offense. Just got here midweek, trying to learn the terminology. Every single offense is basically just a different language, and he's got to learn that language in 3 days.
318.
On 3rd and 5, Perry to the air through the fingertips of Jonathan Adams. And it'll bring up 4th down.
Freeman down off of that slant pass.
Yeah, I know.
Panther defense gets the hold again.
Yeah. That's my fault.
11 total yards of offense right now for Michigan. Memphis, rather, as Michigan fields this punt at the 22-yard line and a timeout here in Detroit. The Michigan there of Bryce Perkins as he walks up to the line. You see his eyes darting back and forth, looking over that entire defense, getting his thoughts in order, and now ready to work on 1st and 10. Stepping away from pressure, Perkins trying to break that contain, and Perkins turns nothing into maybe a yard, but there is a flag down.
21, so we're just going to offset those.
I'm going to wave my flag off. The quarterback was outside the pocket when the hold happened. I'm going to wave my flag off.
Okay. There is no foul for defensive holding. Holding, offense number 61. 10-yard penalty, first down.
So it backs up Michigan with the penalty. Now they'll move it back.
Correction, there is no foul for illegal contact by the defense.
Well, all right. That was originally going to be an offsetting penalty. They waved that off, as you heard in the conversation, because Perkins was out of the pocket. So now 1st and 20 from the 12. Out of the backfield, trying to dance around a couple of showboats, and gets out to the 18-yard line as we listen into the 2nd down play call.
11. Here we go. Let's go. Rex.
He should be hitting this on a quick timing here.
2nd and 14. The pocket collapsing, throwing off that timing. Now Perkins going to have to improvise, and he will, to the tune of about a 3-yard gain out to the 25.
All right, so he's wanting to go over there. It's called a bang aid, an 8 opportunity. That's what the legs of the quarterback providing here.
And now 3rd down and 7. Perkins has lots of time this time. Throws underneath. Turner makes a nice move. He's got a 1st down. His defender, Mark Gilbert, slipped on his cut, and Turner took advantage to move the chains.
Memphis is in man coverage here, so it's got a 1st down.
And Michigan will step to the sidelines as they tend to. An injured Showboat will step aside as well. Michigan started 0 for 2. He's hit his last 5 straight. 5 of 7, 41 yards, and a 1st down and 10. From the 34-yard line. Not much running room for Nate McCrary. Gets a yard on the lunge forward.
It feels like Michigan certainly settled down after that opening sequence where, you know, their punt team basically cost them a score, but this offense has settled down. Perkins is starting to play really well. 92 total yards to 11, and yet only up 1. You know, they're running the football well. 51 yards already on the ground, 5 1st downs, but you just gotta stay with it. Again, like it's hard to build multiple possession leads in this league.
Perkins on the roll. To accelerate, and he'll go out of bounds at the 36-yard line. Let's listen in on another 3rd down play call from Marcel Belfect.
Okay. Here we go.
3rd down and 8 from the 36-yard line. Perkins clean pocket, dropped at the 47-yard line. Jalen Moore had it hit him in the gloved hands, and he couldn't pull it in.
Distracted Jalen Moore because Moore just couldn't bring it down after it hit his hands.
That's Vernon to punt it away. From the 9-yard line.
It's worth a super challenge.
And especially using it in the 1st half as Williams completes the pass to the sideline. As and Isaiah Henney, we were talking earlier in the week with Peyton Pardee, the new head coach of the San Antonio Brahmas, and I asked him about his thoughts on using super challenges, and he said, I'm really going to be reluctant to use it in the 1st half because you never know what happens in the 2nd half of these games. You may want both of those.
Yeah, exactly. And obviously this year you can get 2 if you're successful on the 1st. You know, but using it there, I think was interesting. And of course, Jim Turner, you know, new to this position. He was an interim in week 1 when these 2 teams played in week 1. Michigan getting the better of Memphis that week.
1st down completion. Chris Pierce Jr. moves the chains.
Is that okay?
And it's 1st down and 10. Let's go downstairs and check in with Jenny Taft.
It was important to check in with one of the leaders for this Memphis team, Boogie, who
playing out there, it's because of him. Like I said, I'll run through a wall for him. We're going to get this dub.
Now, I know you're here to play football and you're going to keep this going, but I've heard you want Joel Klatt's job one day. So what do you have to say? Joel's listening.
Listen, Joel, I'm coming for your job. It's going to be me and Gus Johnson as the #1 team for Fox in about 2 years.
Can I still be there? All right, he's got to go back to work. Coach is saying it's time. Thank you, Boogie.
Why can't it be me and Boogie, Jenny? Just an all football broadcast.
Yeah, well, it's been good working with you, Joel. I appreciate it.
I tell you, man. I love listening to this guy. He said this now for a number of years.
Keep him playing as long as he can possibly play.
Kevin, you are exactly right.
3rd down and 9. And a little too tall at the 45 for Pierce, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I think Boogie could have made that throw. I'm kidding. That's good defense.
Roberts to play quarterback, says Klatt. I can't wait for the tweet.
You know, the defense there was really solid. Troy Williams is trying to get to the outside. And yet in that man coverage, there's a really tight window because Akeem Dent was all over the intended wide receiver. Akeem Dent played his college ball at Florida State, and he was just in the hip pocket.
Dingle trying to pin Michigan deep. Fair catch called for and made by Turner inside the 15. Here comes Boogie Roberts. Not quite to the booth yet. He's still got some work to do on the field. In Detroit. Worst starting field position for either team as Bryce Perkins and the Panthers are pinned at their own 11-yard line. Ottawa, who had the touchdown run earlier, nudges that football out to the 14-yard line.
Hey, Jen, how has that sideline been for Memphis? Because they had that fast start. You know, you got Jim Turner, the new coach for Memphis. How's the energy been there in the second half of the first quarter and into the second?
Well, Joel, it's a great question and a great point. I do think the energy started really high when this game was getting started. And I know we just talked to Boogie, but I think he was really clear with me. This team believes they're so close. Every week they've improved. And the message from Coach Turner going into this game was, we got to remember we need to focus on us. Just focus on 1-0. We are so close. He is so excited to be here. The players have really responded.
I'm telling them, hey, it's a play here or there. It's a pick six. You know, it's the fact that all the impact plays the first 3 weeks have gone against Memphis. All the turnovers, 8 of them. None of the takeaways. You're -8 in that margin. So they just need to keep playing and realize that a snap here or there could turn their season around.
He said we've been close. That's one of the things he stressed when we talked with him before the game. He said, well, right there, the defense has been electric. But even with the defense playing as well as they are, you've still got to figure out a way to hem in Bryce Perkins, who made a Bryce Perkins kind of play right there.
He really did. And your record. You know, and all of a sudden you think, well, of course this is going to happen again. That can spiral on you and snowball on you. And right now the momentum is clearly on Michigan's side.
And Towel running hard. That's a tough 8.5 yards for Toa Towel.
Now it's Michigan.
2nd and 1. And diving close to the first down yardage is Tawa. Looks like he's going to be just about a half yard short, and it could take us to the 2-minute warning.
I tell you, this team has had to adjust offensively. Think about it. You know, their normal starting quarterback Etling is down. Colburn is down. They traded away their leading wide receiver from last year, Marcus Sims, and yet here they are. And what are they doing? They are being physical, which is exactly what Mike Nolan would want.
We've seen Toa Tawa underline that legacy tonight with a rushing touchdown, and Tawa on 3rd and 1, as if on cue, gets a first down and celebrates at the 41-yard line.
Well, he's certainly running hard, but my goodness, this offensive line is getting stuff done up front. I mean, this is a beautiful job on the left side.
Player of the defense.
Blocking down with the left guard. And then watch the tackle. Okay, so I'll watch the tackle. And he's going to get this, and he did that. That's an incredible reach block from Ryan Nelson.
And he did it against a really talented lineman in Boogie Roberts.
Yeah, who's going to play football for like 13 more years.
At least, maybe 20 years. So who knows? He could be the first 50-year-old playing football. People joining us late have no idea why we would say those things. Bryce Perkins. From the 41, it's first down. And another tough run. Breaking tackle gives him the first down.
And finally, Memphis closed up the middle of the field. Okay, what does that mean, Joel? Well, that means that they put one safety deep in the middle of the field, which means they drop another player into the run box to be a run defender. See, prior to that snap, they were playing with what I would call light box, and they didn't have enough players to stop the run. Michigan had more players to block than they had to defend, and so now you're going to look at the safety. How many safeties are there? If there's 2 safeties up there, guess what? They don't have enough guys in the run box.
9th play of this drive. Perkins pulls it out of the belly of Tawa and finds Turner for another first down.
They're doing a nice job in this 2-minute series. You know, they have operated on a quick tempo, and yet nothing has been panicked.
Timeout. 30 seconds.
Got all their timeouts left, so 47 seconds. They're doing just fine. By the way, they get the ball to start this second half, so a big moment here.
Coming up, the Progressive Halftime Show. First half stats and analysis. The plays of the week will go inside the locker rooms. It's all coming up on the Progressive Halftime Show.
I'm okay.
Now, this is the mark I always feel like of a quarterback who's in total control. Kev, when you can orchestrate a 2-minute series and you're calm, the rest of your offense is calm. Now, granted, they haven't had to march it all the way down the field because they've just been slowly for 4 minutes now making their way down the field. The huddle, they're calm as well.
10th play of a drive that began at the 11-yard line. As Joel mentioned, it's eaten up over 4 minutes off that clock. From the 19 of Memphis. Big hole again. A little stiff arm. Hopping into the end zone. McCurry with a touchdown. 5 of 7 this year in 1-point tries from the 2. Perkins, beautiful fake. And he finds Nakua for the conversion to make it 14-6 Michigan.
And here he gets a conversion to put Michigan up 14-6.
41 seconds until halftime, and a chance for Michigan if they can get a stop here in the late seconds. Double up with the ball starting the second half. From the 10, Isaiah Henney out across the 30-yard line and down near the 33 as we go back downstairs to Jenny Taft.
I'd hear from Nate here, who just had that score over the last couple weeks. Really, it's been such.
Shoot. Listen, quarterback gave it. I saw wide open hole, and I'm like, shoot. The box right there through the run game with him. So those are the boys that y'all should be talking to for real. But I appreciate this, though. Thank you. All glory to God, honestly. Seriously, thank you.
Thank you. I'll let you catch your breath. Appreciate you breaking that down for me. It's really interesting for us.
That's great stuff, Jenny. Thanks so much. And quickly up to the line with still 2 timeouts to work with. E.J. Perry will spike it. And this is a very important next 17 seconds, Joel, for the Memphis Showboats.
It really is. And before we get to it now, as they clock the ball, I want you to go back to the kickoff really quick, because I honestly have never seen anything like this. You go back and BT.
The advantages of that, I'm not sure what they are, to be real honest with you, as it goes out of bounds at the 34-yard line.
I would imagine it helps him control it to not kick it all the way into the end zone. And 2, it's a less predictable catch for the returner, because it's basically a knuckleball. He's hitting the laces right at the returner. It's like Ray Finkel.
Here we go. Laces. Yeah.
Timeout Michigan, their second of the half.
So Michigan uses the timeout with 12 seconds to go to get organized on defense, and Memphis trying to put up some late points here before halftime.
Listen, that's what I mean.
Tampa, take the shot, right? Take the shot. Listen to me. Take the shot and throw the ball. Throw the ball where only we can catch. You want 3 points.
Yeah, 5. Juice Z stutter on one. Ready? Here's high. Green 18.
3rd and 3. They're going to take the shot here. That shot going deep down the sideline, but he never saw it. Eli Stove was looking for that ball and never was able to find it. And up from 52 here. And a timeout will be used.
Timeout Michigan, their final timeout of the half, 30 seconds.
Season hit from 57 last year. His only miss this year was a block. Yeah, it's hard to attribute that to him. So Coughlin has been about. Coughlin got a great opportunity in the National Football League pretty soon.
Well, Jake Bates in this building last year. Rose to stardom and rose to Detroit with the Lions. Coughlin's try from 52. And that is good. And Coughlin will kick this one off for the Memphis Showboats. From the 4-yard line. Is there room for Devin Ross? Not much. Stopped before the 30-yard line, and that takes